Oh shit! Sorry. Okay. We're back for episode 94 of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast.
Mm-hmm.
No cutting that out this time. So Miles, you picked a movie last week, which was A Simple Plan.
A simp.
A simple plan. Yeah. Which was on Hulu and Amazon, and it came out in 1998. About 2 hours long. Crime thriller. Kind of reminded me of Fargo a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just because of the setting and some of the, just like that idea of like, normal people getting thrown into this very serious situation.
Yeah. Starring
Bill Paxton, Billy Bob Thornton, Bridget Fonda's in it, Brent Briscoe, Gary Cole, yeah, Becky Ann Baker. Yeah, there's quite a few people in here.
Chelsea Ross.
All of whom I thought did a good job.
Oh yeah,
there might have been like 1 or 2 points, but like I felt like that was just part of the story, so I didn't really challenge it at all.
I thought Bill Paxton was the one who stood out for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really liked him.
He did a great job. Billy Bob did a good job too, though. I think I really liked Jacobs. Jacob was probably my favorite character. To be honest,
for me it was always I get annoyed by those types of characters, so it's hard for me to kind of like them sometimes.
Absolutely. It's tough because it's like, especially like in that stressful of a situation, like knowing like you like that person's like a part of your family, but that they're not quite as capable of like sweeping something under the rug like that,
Oh yeah, I know. I was like, oh my god, I hate these guys.
Yeah.
But like all of them are just bad people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially like the part where his wife Bridget Fonda is like, so I was talking about Bridget Fonda when she was that scene where they have the it's right after she has the baby.
Yep.
And like he's talking to her, and then she starts like going like super dark and is like explaining like, I want you to
record
him
Lou
confessing, record Lou confessing to the murder.
Right.
And it's like,
they're like in the hospital.
And it's like, holy shit, she went so dark.
Yeah, it was crazy. I thought it was kind of funny. But especially like towards the end. Well, there was just like so much to each character. I loved like the scene when they're at the farm, when Hank and Jacob are at the farm, and Jacob's talking. He's like, I always wanted the farm or whatever, and like, each character is kind of fleshed out well throughout the story.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not like so much like Lou, I guess, but like at least the brothers, and then
because
Sarah,
they're kind of the main focus.
Yeah. So it was kind of interesting seeing like she's sort of goes from this like quiet nice librarian lady, like we have enough money to because at the end that makes it kind of, I think, more interesting.
It was so funny that when she was like, oh, I'd turn it in,
Yeah.
Like,
and then he spills the money.
It's so obvious that they have the very similar ideals, but can be very easily convinced when shown money like that.
Right. We're talking about Sarah.
We're talking about how money can affect people.
Money, yeah.
How easily money can affect people.
Right. Yeah, it's just interesting because it's like, I do love the idea that, it sort of, they found out the money was traceable and had to burn it all. And kind of we're back at square one.
That was such a good moment. At
that
end.
Like, yeah, right. Like, because it just makes that emotional journey so much more like meaningless and like therefore like it's just like
everyone died for nothing.
Exactly. And it's like, which I mean is really depressing, of course, and it's not a movie I'd want to watch all the time, but I did love it, for like those reasons.
And honestly, they could have probably just went to like another country,
right,
or something.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you Eli, shut up. If you like use the money at like somewhere small where they won't, like, I don't know, I guess, where are you cashing it in at, where money is going to be, the numbers are going to be counted. That's like,
right.
That's my question.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Because like if you spend it at any sort of business, they'll be making deposits to a bank. So
eventually.
Yes.
So it's not going to be immediate though.
Right. But if you do it enough in like a small area,
you'd want to keep moving.
You'll get located. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You've got money too, obviously.
Exactly.
You can't put it into a bank at all. You have to carry it.
Yeah.
Which would be difficult.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to always be thinking about where it's physically stashed, and so to the point that it doesn't get stolen either,
Yeah.
which is just so interesting. I wonder, because I think it was based off of a book. I wonder if the book drew any inspiration from Macbeth, because I thought about, how like the wife is like the one who kind of convinces Macbeth to
Oh,
kill
yeah.
Duncan anyway,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like,
interesting.
which, I mean, she didn't like where Sarah didn't come up with the idea, but she was like definitely the one who was trying to think. And like, yeah, I don't know, because it's like, I just loved that moment when she was like revealing everything, that she really
Yeah.
didn't want that like hand me down sort of glamorous, life.
Yeah.
Which I think is normal for a lot of people to like experience. I mean, that's definitely something that they have to go through sometimes, I think. But I don't know, it was just so interesting. Like, yeah, yeah, some of those characters are just, yeah. Because like you said, it's like Sunny, like an episode of Sunny where they're all bad people, but like in like a more serious like tale.
Yeah.
And so it's just, yeah, I don't know.
And they're all like, inherently seem like fine people in the beginning, but then it's, as soon as they're given something that that can, kind of poison them a little bit.
Yeah.
Instantly turns them all into like, we're gonna do
Mad
bad things.
dogs.
Yeah.
My favorite scene was when they were when they got Lou to confess.
Yeah.
I
and
I totally didn't even realize what he was doing.
Exactly,
I was blown
yeah.
away by it. I was like, yeah, that's great. I was like, oh
It's
my
like,
gosh.
I knew as soon as he was saying and he was saying like, "Oh, you play Hank. I'll play Carl." Okay, and I was like, "Okay, no,
Yeah,
that's not-
you're like, I was just like, holy shit, that's insane. Because like, yeah, I just didn't expect it at all.
It's like 5 chess moves ahead.
Well, it's interesting too, just like how much of it there was like
My boy playing 5D chess.
in the D. How like I don't know, just it didn't like it was paced very well, I think, because like just like each problem just sort of came up naturally, I felt like throughout the story, and like it just made for like such a like the time just flew by, because I was just so enveloped in the story, I think.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. And the last shot, I love the last shot, the way it ended with the farm and whatnot. But yeah, no, very good things about it, honestly. I would, yeah.
There was I was gonna say one thing. I liked the shot. There was a couple of shots that were really good. There was like the one where all 4 of them are walking in the snow at the end. That one's good.
Like when they're all sort of like making, that big shot, wide shot.
Yeah. And there was another one earlier. I can't remember. But the other thing I was gonna mention was I actually thought that like Jacob was gonna stab him in the back at the end.
Yeah.
And be like, I'll take all the money for myself or something like that.
Right.
Because he showed up really weird with the gun. It was really awkward.
Yeah, I agree. You could never quite tell what he was gonna do, which I loved. Because like I thought that too. Like maybe he would, I was like, what's gonna happen? I figured one of them was gonna die, but I didn't know who it was gonna be, and I was like wondering if it was gonna be Hank. But like I didn't. I was like, I also don't know if Jacob would do that because he, got Lou to confess, and like, and then and then it just ended up being that sort of horrible choice for Hank to have to make. But
and everyone did. It was funny because everyone did kind of do some dumb shit. But I don't know. It was weird. It was a really good movie though. I really liked it.
I felt really bad for laughing, but it was just like so comical. Like the way that Lou's wife got like blown away. It was like some
window.
GTA stuff because just like the way people's bodies like fucking just like slammed into the wall. It was crazy.
I would say that's a little bit far-fetched, maybe. I don't know.
In terms of like how much power like a gun would have, or like
the way she, flew all the way back against the window.
I think it was definitely sort of played up.
Yeah.
Which made it like almost comical because like of just how crazy and like over the top it was. But, I was like thinking the whole time too, like what I would do in that situation. Like, what do you do? Like especially once they start shooting at you. Like, I mean, I guess I would just try to get out of there. But like you've already killed a person, like so.
Yeah.
And on Hank's character too. Like I don't know, because like he had his moments like of like self doubt and like am I really a good person? Which I don't think he really was by the end of
No,
it.
definitely not. None of them were.
Not yeah. But like, but then he'd also do like what he like quote unquote like had to do, to get by, and I don't know. It was just interesting.
Yeah. Really good movie though. I'm glad you picked it. Actually.
Oh yeah, I would definitely watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything else this week, my guy?
Let's see. I watched Tarzan, the original cartoon.
Yeah.
The animated film. It was really
classic.
good. Yeah.
I need
Hadn't
to
seen
watch it
it
again.
in a long time, so it was definitely worth a watch.
I might have to check that out too.
Yeah. Also, because I was recommended, one of the podcasts I listened to was talking about
The Rambling Gen Xer?
No.
Okay.
Was talking about the animation, and like that was like one of the last like 2D films Disney ever made. The second one was the last one was Lilo and Stitch. And of course there's the Princess and the
Classic.
Frog, but that was more of like them trying to restart the 2D kind of like, hey, look, we could still make these, but it just didn't work out as well because, Lilo and Stitch was like the last,
And you can't beat Lilo and Stitch.
was like that was like that generation.
Well, Hamilton's family.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a classic.
I feel like I watched something else. I can't remember though.
Was it Real Housewives?
No, sadly not.
Oh, okay. Sex in the City?
No.
Okay.
I guess
Sister to the Traveling Pants?
I have seen that, but
Okay.
no, wasn't that.
Okay.
Let's move on. What have you seen anything this week?
No.
All right.
I actually haven't. I've been very busy.
Mm-hmm.
Because well, we can talk about it. We can talk about why on the other show.
Mm-hmm.
We're just leaving it all ambiguous today on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. If you enjoyed A Simple Plan, watch A Simp Plan on our YouTube channel.
Our new movie.
Our new movie. It's just like me making plans throughout the day, like.
And then at the end, it's just like a simp plan.
I did, yeah. It's like that. It's got like that action movie, like
Mhm.
like the big title, and
Yeah.
it's just me crossing off the list. But yeah. Anyway, so Miles, did you have anything for us for next week?
Yeah, dude, I'm excited.
Oh shit! What you
I've
got?
got
for
three
us?
options because
Do I get to
came
pick which
prepared.
one?
No,
Oh.
no. Starting with one, and then I'll move down the list
If
you've
I've seen
it.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
First off, let me look up so I can get the full title.
Mm-hmm. I have seen it, by the way.
Damn it.
that worked out perfectly.
That
was funny.
Shit.
Happy Feet? I've seen it.
Um.
There's a cat somewhere.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb?
I love that movie. Yes, I have.
I've seen it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Guess I'm watching that one on my own.
Alrighty. I'll still watch it with you at some point.
No.
If you don't.
Have you
love to.
seen Brokeback Mountain?
I have.
All right, perfect. This last one I actually did want to see.
Perfect.
It's called The Five Venoms.
All right. Yeah.
It's a martial arts film.
Ooh.
It's about like this
Venom.
master has to send his current student to find out which of his students has turned evil or something like that.
It's like an older. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This looks good.
Five Deadly Venoms, as it's also apparently known.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to be confused with The Five Bloods.
Yeah. It's on Netflix and Pluto TV.
Yes, we should watch it on Pluto just for the fun of it.
For the ads,
For the ads
we
of
love
it.
the ads.
That's like the best part. It's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's so weird. Why is it called Five Venoms on Netflix and then Five Deadly Venoms everywhere else?
Right. Not to be confused with the Five Deadly Sins. +2.
John and Kate +8.
John and Kate +5 Deadly Venoms. Oh man.
All right, so check out Five Deadly Venoms, Five Venoms on Netflix, probably, or Pluto if you don't have Netflix, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Pluto TV.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode.
You're welcome.
of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast.
After podcast.
After bod.
After bod.
I've got a real after bod here, folks.
It's like aftershave. The Macbeef-Banquet aftershave. It comes full
All right,
circle.
bye.